What's up, Nomad Nation? You've got Godfather. I'm 1/3 of your Nomad Gamers. So it's Talkin Tuesday. We are trudging through yet another week, and that is a good thing. That is a good thing. Almost to Christmas, too. Hey, we got what? I believe Christmas Eve is in 7 days. Christmas Day being in 8. So this year's going by fast. It's going by real fast. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. I could talk about Christmas and all that other crap until I turn blue in the face. So if you're watching us over on YouTube, down here at the Nomad Gamers, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Somewhere right down in here, you're going to see a subscribe button. Smash that thing and hit it. Also, while you're doing that, give us the thumbs up. Make sure that you are notified every time that Godfather, Chungus, or Fireball bring you new content or we upload an episode of the Nomad Gamers. Now, if you're watching over on Facebook, this is pre-recorded coming at you on a Tuesday night. You can find me solo over here, Godfather. You can find all three of your Nomad Gamers right over here, Nomad Gamers. Smash that like button. Turn on that you are notified every time that we make a post to Facebook. Give us a like, give us a share it with your mama, your girlfriend, your nana, your whoever it is. Share it. This is some good content. Now, because it's Talkin Tuesday, we are live over on Twitch. Go over, search your boy Godfather09. Like it, subscribe it, share it, watch it. Do whatever you got to do to get all your content that Godfather brings your direction. So, what are we talking about tonight, Godfather? Well, what we were going to talk about, the other two Nomad Gamers decided that was a good topic to jump into. And I don't know, and we'll find out soon. I don't know if the other two gamers, if Chungus and Fireball, know what we bit off. Because we definitely bit something off. Ooh, boy. But I can't get into that. Indiana Jones is our next episode. I was going to bring it to Talkin Tuesday and Thirsty Thursday and kind of walk through it with you guys because I kind of went away from Starfield. But those two wanted to talk about it, so I got to hold off on it. So what in the hell have you been doing, Godfather? I'll tell you what I've been doing. I've been playing a lot, and I mean a lot, of Nintendo. Nintendo Switch, hands down, has got to be Nintendo's best system since the N64. Hands down. This one here, I mean, you got to pay to get it, but everything in this world you got to pay for. You can pay for the online subscription and go back and play your favorite N64 games if they are available. You can also play the original Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the Sega Genesis, the Game Boy, and I think they have the GameCube now too. I think. So what we're going to divulge in today is Nintendo 64. What is up? I'll tell you what, 64, man, they had some legendary games come out on that console. You had arguably, hands down, probably, and this is my opinion, my favorite Zelda came out on that. The Arcade. Man, you see, I could say it all day long if I'm not on film. The moment I turn the recording on, I cannot say Arcanic. Jesus, I can't say it. The Arcania of Time. I don't know why I can't say that word. I don't know why, but I can't. But I think you catch my drift. For me, that's the best Zelda out there, besides the OG. Besides the OG one, that has to be probably the best. You also had a very good Mario Kart come out for that. You had a bunch of other games, Donkey Kong, Mario. You had, I mean, that was like, for me, that was an awesome, awesome system. I believe you had Tony Hawk on there too. You just had a lot. And we're going to dive into some of these to give me a little refresher to where I can talk about them. Party like it's 1996. By the way, I'm getting all my information off of Nintendo.com. It's a great site to go to. So let's see. Oh, you some bitch. Sign in. I don't want to download. Oh, here we go. Here's what you can play on the Nintendo. And I'll stop and talk about some of these titles if I played them, and we'll go from there. So I touched on Mario Kart 64. Hands down, probably my second favorite Mario Kart. Okay, third. Because I'd have to rate Mario Kart 8 ahead of the original Mario Kart and ahead of Mario Kart 64. Yeah, because the new one is always going to be better. The Legend of Zelda. Oh, see, why can't I say it on when I'm taping? Ocarina of Time. There it is, Ocarina. Good Lord. Godfather, why couldn't you say that? Ocarina of Time. See, I got it. Hands down, that was my favorite Zelda out there. Hands down. I love that game. Ironically, I can't play it on the Switch, and I don't understand why. Star Fox 64. If I remember correctly, Star Fox 64 is just a... I think they had a Star Fox for Super Nintendo too. I can't remember. I do believe they did. I do remember playing this back when it was, you had the original N64, and it wasn't a bad game. It wasn't a bad game. There were some missions I couldn't get past, but not bad. Not bad at all. Paper Mario, I've never played it. Super Mario 64. I just played this the other night for probably the first time. I ain't gonna lie. Back when N64 came out, I really wasn't into Mario. I played Super Mario Brothers, Mario 2, and Mario 3. And I think I played the Super Mario. I think one more came out for the Super Nintendo. The one where they introduced Yoshi. I think I played that a little bit, and then that was pretty much it. But I played this one, and it was not bad. The mechanics are a little goofy, but most of these mechanics in this game or in these games are kind of goofy because they changed the controller from the old N64 format to the new Pro format, where you have two sticks, you have like a million different buttons to do a million different things, to do all these cool things on other games. So it's kind of hard to get the two to kind of mesh. Dr. Mario 64, man, I'll tell you what, you had Tetris, you had Dr. Mario, you had Dr. Mario 64. Great game. Great game. Yoshi Stories. Yoshi Stories wasn't bad. I didn't play it much, but it wasn't bad. Here's one that I was super excited about when it came out. When I was a younger guy, I would go over to a buddy's house about a half hour away, and we would play GoldenEye, I swear to God, for hours. The mechanics were good. The weapons at the time were good. The graphics on the time you couldn't beat. You just couldn't beat them. And it was just all around fun for hours. I remember playing it for at least 3-4 hours on a Friday night, drinking beer, having a good time, get done with it, load back into my car, and head back to base. Great game to play. I never really played Sin and Punishment. I never heard of it until now. It might not have been a popular game. 1080 Snowboarding. That's the one that I thought was Tony Hawk. So when I said earlier about Tony Hawk, it wasn't Tony, it was 1080. It was kind of the same thing. Kirby 64. I remember Kirby. I don't remember playing it much. Pokemon Stadium 2. Sweet Kitty Pie loves playing Pokemon on the 64. I don't know if it's this one or another one down to. That's the Puzzle League, she just told me. So there's that. Banjo Kazooie. I want to play that. I have it. I just haven't tried it yet. I need to. Mario Golf. I played Mario Golf. Mario's in everything in the early days. If you remember for Mike Tyson's Punch Out, he was a referee. I don't think he was the referee in Super Punch Out. But it seemed like everything that it was an important person or important thing to do, he was there for it. Blast Corps, never played. I already talked about Dr. Mario 64. Very fun game. Excite Bike. Man, Excite Bike was... that was one of the games back in the day. And you could tell how popular it was because in Mario Kart 8, you have a track just for Excite Bike. It's amazing. It was amazing back in the day. It's amazing in Mario Kart 8. It's kind of amazing how this happens. Extreme G, I don't remember it. F-Zero-X, that was a cool game. I can't really get into it with the new controllers now, but I remember when I was playing it, it was decent. I've already talked about GoldenEye. Harvest Moon 64 must have been one of those filler games. Iggy's Wrecking Balls. I remember it a little bit, not much. Jet Force Gemini, don't know. Mario Party, the original, the OG, came out on the 64. Mario Party 2, Mario Party 3, Mario Tennis. Getting a theme here. I already talked about Paper Mario. Plot Wings 64. I never played that. Pokemon Puzzle League. That's the one that Sweet Kitty Pie loves to play. And I know she loves to play it because there's times I want to play Mario Kart 8 and she's playing that. And guess what? I do hog the game systems. So therefore, when she's playing it, I have to back down because I hogged the hell out of it. Just a little fair. Pokemon Snap. I don't remember playing that. Pokemon Stadium. Sin and Punishment, never heard of. Star Fox 64. I tried Star Fox 64. I remember playing that when it came out, and I believe the first one came out on Super Nintendo. And like I said before, with the way GoldenEye and Star Fox kind of fit in the same box when it comes to this. The controller for the N64 only had the one Joy-Con. Or not Joy-Con, but the one control stick. And then you had all the buttons over on, I believe it was the right side. Now with these new Pro controllers, you got your two sticks, you get your left, right, 1, 2, you got all your other stuff. You got stuff on the back of it. It's just, the controls are just different. I bet you if I got an N64 with the actual controller, Star Fox 64 would be just as fun. Legend of Zelda. Why am I having problems pronouncing these? Majora's Mask. I played that a little bit. It did not get my attention like the previous Zelda did. But all in all, it was good. And here it is. The Legend of Zelda. Ocarina of Time. That game was hands down the shit. It was good. Wave Race 64, another very fun game. Again, that kind of fits in with 007 and Star Fox 64 with how the controllers were different. So if you can control that boat with the old N64 one, the new controllers, it gets kind of wonky. And hold that thought. What the hell is that? Oh, okay. Something was found in the Shire that I haven't seen before, so that's why you see me say that, but it is what it is. Winback Covert Operations. Not bad. Wasn't a bad game. And then, of course, Yoshi Stories. They're bringing back some of the OG stories for some of these newer games that have come out. Like I said, N64 for me was probably one of the best games out there, or best Nintendo gaming systems out there. The GameCube didn't hit it off for me. Their handheld stuff didn't hit it off for me. The Nintendo Wii, it had some fun games to it. They brought back Punch Out. Mario Kart was on. Mario Kart's been on every one they've had. They've had a Mario on every one. They've had a Luigi, a Wario. They've had them all on them. But N64, man, they were pumping out the games. Good games, junk games, filler games, you name it. The games were coming out in a hurry. If you remember, not too long ago, I said for the Switch, you had to pay for it, but you could also get Super Nintendo games on there. So let's go take a look at what they offer. And by the way, if you get this and you download this, it might help if Godfather could spell. They don't release all these at the same time. So there'll be a day you'll go back onto your Switch. You'll go say, I want to go play Super Mario 3. You'll turn on the SN or the Super Nintendo tab, and it'll go bing, 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 bing. You've got new games to play. You go up there, and it's almost like Wheel of Fortune. Whoop. Then you see what game it is. Then you're either excited or don't care. Most of the ones that they've added, I'm not going to lie, it's been in the category of don't care. So let's see what we got here. I learned from the 64. I'm going to go down here. I can't even say that. Amazing Hebreki. Battletoads Double Dragon. See, here's where I fell in love with Double Dragons, and I am so excited that they're bringing it out in 24 because they had it on the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo. So I guess you would call this Double Dragon 2. Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. Big Run. I never played that. Bamboozle. I remember the name. I probably played it and I don't remember too much of it. Breath of Fire 2. Brawl Brothers. Caveman Ninja. Claymates. Congo Caper. Cosmo Gang and the Puzzle. Gee, Merry Christmas. I don't remember most of these. Demon's Crest. Donkey Kong Country. Hands down, one of the best Donkey Kongs they brought out. Donkey Kong Country 2. Diddy Kong's Quest. That's when they introduced Diddy Kong. Donkey Kong Country 3. Dixie Kong. I haven't seen much Dixie Kong. Doomsday Warrior, Earthbound, Earthworm Jim 2. That was a cool game too. Fighter's History, the original F-Zero. Let's see. Harvest Moon, Jelly Boy, Joe and Mac 2, the Lost in the Tropics. That was another fun game. That was another very cool game. Killer Instincts, Kirby Superstar, I didn't play it. Kirby Avalanche, didn't play it. Kirby's Dream Course, didn't play it. I was not a big Kirby fan, so all these Kirby ones, I never played them. Kirby Star Stacker, Kuno, Kong, No, Dodgeball, Yo, some Japanese thing that I can't pronounce and I don't want to murder. Magic Drop 2, Mario Super Picross. I don't know what it is. One of those Mario ones when they were going crazy with Mario. Here's one I played all the time. Natsumi Championship Wrestling. I think this is the one where they had that dude with the big old star in his face. Pick him up. Boom. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Operation Logic Bomb. Panel de Pon. I never played. Pilot Wings. Poppin'. Nope. Prehistoric Man. Nope. Rival Turf. Side Pocket. Smash Tennis. Mario was the referee for that. Spanky's Quest. The original Star Fox. I knew there was an original. Here, Star Fox 2. So, the N64 version of Star Fox 3. Stunt Race FX. That was a fun game, too. Super Baseball Simulator 1000. I don't think I played it much. Super EDF Earth Defense Force. Don't remember it too much. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Don't remember much. Super Punch Out. That was a fun game. I believe they took Mike Tyson out because it probably came out in '96. Tyson went to jail for some legal problems. So they took Mike Tyson out, and that's the game you got. It wasn't bad. It wasn't too bad. Super Puyo 2. Super Mario All-Stars. Maybe that was the OG to party. Super Mario Kart. I believe that's the OG Mario Kart. Super Mario World. That's the one with Yoshi. Oh, no. I was wrong. Super Mario World 2. Yoshi's Island. That's the one I was talking about. Super Metroid. Super R-Type. Super Soccer. Super Tennis. Super Valis 5, 6, 6. The Ignition Factor. The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Peacekeepers. Tough Enough. Wild Guns. Wrecking Crew. And something I guess I didn't realize because, memory has a thing for it. I thought Mario 3 was on the Super Nintendo when I was wrong, and it was on the regular Nintendo. Let's go check out those games real quick before I end this Talkin Tuesday. Let me get to it real quick. This one has 1,000,001. I swear to God it does. I'm not going to talk a lot about all these. I'm going to go through them. If they were fun, I'm going to ping up on it. But other than that, I'm going to keep going. Adventures of Lolo, never played. Balloon Fight, Baseball, Blaster Master, City Connection, Clue Clue Land, Cobra Triangle, Crystals, Davia Story 6, Imperial whatever, Devil World, Dig Dug 2, Donkey Kong, there's your OG, Donkey Kong 3, Donkey Kong Jr., Donkey Kong Jr. Math, during the time when they were trying to put educational stuff in games. The OG Double Dragon, that game was amazing. Double Dragon 2, The Revenge, another amazing game. Downtown Nektushu March, super awesome field day. The OG Dr. Mario, Earthbound Beginnings, Eliminator, Excite Bike, OG, Fire and Ice, Ghost and Goblins, Golf, Gradius, Ice Climber, Ice Hockey, never played it. Journey to Silas, Joy Mech Fight, Kid Icarus, another Kirby I never played, Kung Fu Heroes, Mach Rider, Mappy Land, Mario Brothers. Now hold on, this gets confusing even for a gamer. Metroid, Mighty Bomb Jack, Mystery Tower, NES Open Tournament Golf. That's the other one. That's like the OG Mario. He was in that one too. Nightshade, Ninja Garden, Ninja Jaja Maru Kong, Pinball, Pro Wrestling, Punch Out featuring Mr. Dream. I think it's hilarious how they changed that name from Punch Out Mike Tyson to Mr. Dream. RC Pro-Am. That was another very fun game. River City Ransom, Rygar, Scat, Shadow of the Ninja, Snake Rattle and Roll, Soccer, Solar Jetman, Solomon's Key, Star Soldier, Star Tropics, another very fun game. Somehow something got missed when they brought it over to Switch. I don't know what it was, but something. Super Dodgeball, Super Mario Brothers. This is the one that you remember that was paired with Duck Hunt. The other one, I think that was the arcade one. Super Mario Brothers, The Lost Levels. I have to play that because I've been seeing it. I've been trying to get my game back with it. I think I'm there. I think I'm going to go play it. Super Mario Brothers 2. I remember that one. Turnips go up, you throw them, and do your thing. The one I thought was on Super Nintendo. Super Mario Brothers 3. The OG game of them all. Techno Bowl. Now, when Super Techno Bowl came out for the Super Nintendo, it blew the Techno Bowl away. That was the OG. That was like what Madden is today. Tennis, Tetris, told you it was there. The Immortal, The Legend of Zelda. That's still a good game, even though it's an OG game. The Mysterious Murasami Castle, The Mystery of Atlantis, Twin B, Urban Champion, Vice Project Doom, Volleyball, Verse Excite Bike. There's your second Excite Bike. Wario's Woods. I think that's when they introduced Wario. Wrecking Crew, Exivus, Yoshi, Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. That one is forever. I can hear the theme song for it playing right now. Yeah. I played all kinds of time on that game. So I went through these because Nintendo is throwing out content pretty quick. Unless you go out and you pay I think it's like $140 to get the retro Nintendo, the retro N64, or if you're lucky enough to know where your old N64 is, if you still have it, your Super Nintendo or your regular Nintendo. I happened to find my NES not too long ago. Can't find any games to it, but I found it. If you can get them on with the controllers of that day, it ain't bad to play. Playing it on the Switch is kind of hard. But the N64, the Super Nintendo, and the Nintendo, maybe maybe it pulls on my heartstrings. Maybe I'm a little loyal to them. But man, you can't beat some of those games. And they're still replicating. I mean, Mario's going strong today. 40 years later, damn near. Going strong. So, what do we got going on for Thirsty Thursday? Well, I'm going to have a guest. I have his name. Let me get his name. See, now I got Link in my head. White Canvas. White Canvas will be here on Thursday. I'm not sure what game we're going to be talking about. I will have my beer. I'll have a Pepsi or a Coke or whatever he likes to drink for him, because the young man's not 21 yet. At least I don't think he is. So we'll be talking about that on Thursday. We'll just be kick back, having a good time, just talking about games and state of games and sports and just stuff like that. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. I really enjoy bringing it back. Man, I tell you what, thinking of some of those games, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to find time to play some. So with that, thank you so much for watching Thirsty Thursday. Game true and game hard. Always, and I mean always, be you. Yeah? Yeah. I'm talking about you in the back, right there. Right about, nope, right, yeah, right there. You be you. You're beautiful the way you are. Keep gaming. If you run across a griefer and that motherfucker needs blown up, you blow that motherfucker up. Tear him up. Yeah, there goes my my camera. Thank you so much for watching Talkin Tuesdays. I really do appreciate it. Share the content, get the word out there. I would really love to have some viewers so I could talk to you and you guys could kind of engage with me and we could have a discussion. Other than that, peace and love. God's Father is out the dope.